What's going on, guys? It's Player Junior here again with another video. This is a bit of a different video because I'm actually showing my ugly face in this one. It's fine now. But today I'm going to be talking about something very close and dear to my heart, and that is my good pal Roadhog. I've been watching a few videos, scanning over the internet, watching one of my favourite streamers who's a brilliant Roadhog player called I always butcher the name. Harblue, I think it is, Harblue. I will link him down in the description because I think he's a great Roadhog player and a great streamer, so check him out. He's a pro player as well, so he's pretty good. So anyway, to the main video. Basically, Roadhog has been through a bunch of changes with his hook, to how powerful he is with his gun, and so on and so forth. I have been through all of these changes, and I still think he's a very prominent person in the meta at the moment. I think a lot of people are going, oh, we'll go with the dive comp of Winston and Diva and stuff like that. They're two strong heroes. But I genuinely think Roadhog is still right up there for me. Okay, he's right click, I think it is. Is he right click on PC, and I think on the console, I think it's like left L2, is very powerful. It can one shot basically anyone, which I think is a bit overpowered. But then people say that, but then you have to remember that they've basically nerfed his hook, so you have to be like basically on point with the hook for it to land. And also it's got like an 8-second cooldown on it, so it's even longer before the hook can actually regen and be able to grab it back again. So I think him having that is, obviously it's overpowered, but at the same time I think it's a great mechanism for Roadhog to be able to have that, because if you think if they didn't put that on him, he wouldn't be as good as he is. But yeah, I also think when people say, oh, Roadhog's an easy hero to play, in my opinion, I think not. Before, I would definitely say 100% quite an easy hero to play, because the hook was broken, so you could hook through anything basically, and it would basically be the same. But I think personally the hook isn't as broken as what people think it is. I think it takes more of a good player to play him now, to be able to actually land the hooks and be able to get the shots off as you would. Obviously his right click's overpowered, but when you've nailed that down, obviously that's like a different thing. But I'd still say it takes a good player to play him, in my opinion. And I still think that people saying, oh, he's easy to play, is very wrong. Harblue, he made a video on YouTube talking about this thing very strongly, and I'll link that video in the description as well, because I think that video talks about it probably a little bit better than I will personally. I think honestly Roadhog is in a perfect spot at the moment. I think obviously I'd really like for the cooldown on the hook to go down, but that's my personal opinion, and maybe take the damage down off his L2 click thing on the PlayStation and right click on the PC or whatever. But I really think that's like the only part of his set that's overpowered at the moment. I think anything else, I think his hook's in the right spot. Sometimes when the hook breaks, it's kind of like, oh, that bloody sucks. But I think he's in a perfect spot at the moment, and I think he's very prominent in the meta. I think this whole thing of people saying, oh, Winston and having a dive comp's the new meta, but I think if you think about it, Roadhog's a perfect counter to Winston in a way, because as soon as he gets hold of Winston's like really squishy. And I know Winston had a debuff to his hit size box on his head, but I still think Roadhog's a perfect counter to him. And I think people discounting Roadhog as basically, oh, nope, that's it, is kind of crazy. And the fact that people are even saying, oh, he's overpowered still, and still calling for more nerfs to him is crazy, because I think, yeah, okay, maybe a damage reduce on his long range shot, but and then still at the same time it takes a good player to play Roadhog now, whereas before it was kind of like, oh, anyone could pick him up and use his broken hook for what it is, but now it actually takes a decent player to play him, I guess. I always play Roadhog like all the time. I think he's personally my favourite hero in the game, and I still think he's super strong. And I think people discounting him out of the meta is kind of crazy, in my opinion, because I like I'm a streamer myself, but when you watch higher tier games, you see this new sort of strategy, I guess, called the dive comp, which is Winston, and it has Diva or Azaria, I think it is, one of the two, chucked in there as well. And I think that's kind of like, well, okay. And obviously, it's a very aggressive comp, in my opinion, very an aggressive comp. But at the same time, I think to counter that, you just pick Hog because of how strong he can be with with his hook, and he can basically still do the damage he is. But I thought I'd make this little video for you guys just to sort of air my opinion on it, because I do get told Roadhog's an easy hero to play. He's very easy, but in my opinion, he isn't. I think that now that you have to be more consistent with the hook, as I'm not really showing in this clip. Now you have to be more consistent with the hook. I think it changes the whole game completely for Roadhog. I think that you have to be consistent with the hook and basically teach yourself in a way to land headshots whenever you hook them, because you get the most damage done then. But yeah, I hope you guys do enjoy this little video. So if it feels like it's a bit of a rant of me just basically going, oh goodness, nobody agrees with Roadhog, because it does. I'm trying to not make it feel like that. I'm trying to make it as nice as possible. But I hope you guys do enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. If you do, I'll leave links to my Twitch in the description, and also my Discord chat that I call the family. So come over and join that, and come and join in the fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, guys.